Hey, everybody, I want to talk about how to get more paying customers for your wedding officiant business. So stay tuned. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Grow My Officiant Business. My name is Chad Muncie, and I'm so grateful that you decided to join me today. I want to cover a few things that if your business is stagnant, you've been doing this a long time, or even if you're just getting into this, or if you're thinking about becoming a wedding officiant, any of those spots that you're in, this is going to help you drum up new business, get more paying customers, and better quality customers altogether. So, I'm going to go over a few things that really have helped me even after I was doing it for a few years. And I was just like, man, I just feel like this business is kind of drab now. I'm getting, my a few customers here and there, but my business has definitely slowed down. Do these things and do them well, and you will get more business. So, what are they? Let's jump right in. The first thing that I want to talk about is systematically increasing your quality and your pricing. Now, stay with me because I know you've heard people say, increase your pricing, and you're like, I've already done it. I did it 6 months ago. But you haven't heard people say what I'm going to say, and that's systematically increase your quality and your pricing. You have to do it systematically, you have to do it step by step, a certain way, or if you just increase your pricing, it will scare people off. And then that'll actually hurt your business rather than help your business. So, what do I mean by systematically increasing it? Well, there are a few steps that you have to do before you just increase your pricing. You can't just increase your prices and hope that you get more business. It does not work like that. It will definitely scare people away. So, the first thing is you can't increase your prices until you are actually better than the competitors and you actually appear better than your competitors in your marketing, in your social media, in the first place they see you, in the first conversation they have with you. You have to be better than your competitors, or at least right up there with your top end competitors. Now, I don't mean if your competitors are running a full-fledged video production, photo company, rental company, wedding officiant. I don't mean that. You do not have to compete with that. You have to be as good, look as good, and be as good of an experience as the top wedding officiants in your area. Now, that doesn't mean you have to be a celebrity wedding officiant. That means you have to be you very well. You have to have systems in places. Your marketing that you do, even the free marketing, like on your website, the photos that you put on your website, the photos you put on social media, the videos, they just feel like I want to do business with you. You know what you're doing. The people that review you and talk about you, they say that you know what you're doing. They say that you keep your word and you're excellent, and people will want to do business. Then you can increase your prices. So the first thing in the systematically increasing your prices is making sure that your quality is up there with your top competitors. And it's even just the simple things. I see a lot of people who do a great job. They do a great job when they talk to people, communication wise. They do a great job when they're officiating weddings. But what they don't do a great job of is showing that they do a great job, showing people who don't know them, have never talked to them, that they do a great job. And sometimes it's as simple as their website just looks kind of trashy. It doesn't look professional, doesn't look well done, and it's because they've tried to do it themselves and they're not a professional web designer. So instead of hiring someone and paying someone a few $100s, even to consult with and say, hey, what can I do design wise to make it look nice? They try to do it themselves and they think, oh, it's good enough. Good enough is not good enough to raise prices. So that's the first thing. The second thing is increase your quality by making packages clear, easy to read, easy to understand, a great value, and something that you can actually pull off at a very high level. This one is really important. I'm going to read what I wrote exactly. You need to increase your quality by making packages clear, easy to understand. Easy packages, easy all around. They see the package, they know exactly what's in it by the little list you have under it, the key points, and they know what they're getting. They know what's expected of them. They know how much. They know on your website when they look at that package, and it's easy to understand. It's an easy package. It's a great value, so you're not going crazy over. You're higher than other people, but you're offering more value for that. And you travel a little farther. Maybe you give the nice certificate, and maybe on that package you have several reviews. People like, I got this package and I was blown away, and so it really appears like it's a good value, and it is a good value, and they're gonna love it when they purchase that package. And the last thing is something that you can pull off at a very high level. A lot of officiants get into this and they say, hey, I've got a friend that's a photographer, and oh, I know somebody who rents chairs, and I'm going to make this package. And they don't do it well because they don't schedule well. The person's late when they're bringing the chairs. The photographer comes out, they take photos. Everything's perfect in the beginning, and then it takes forever for the photographer to get the photos back to the couple, and the couple calls you, and you're like, hold on, let me check. And it just is a breakdown in communication. So you can't pull it off well. So it needs to be something that you can pull off well. Don't do things that you don't know if you'll be able to pull off. Do things that you know, I will be able to do this well. It's going to be organized. The people are going to love it. The next part of systematically increasing quality and pricing is make it easy to see and find pricing, inquire about pricing, and make it easy to reserve a date. So many people do everything else well, and the people come on their website and they cannot figure out how to reserve the date. Or it says, give me a call. And they're like, I just don't feel like talking to anybody. I don't want to call. Instead, the person on their website should say, call me, email me, text me here, or fill out this form below to inquire about pricing, and I'll respond within 24 hours. You set all the expectations. You have several different forms of communication. That's fine. And then the person does it. It's easy to inquire about pricing. So those things are very important. No one is going to inquire about pricing, even if you're the best person in the business. If it's hard to find your pricing, they don't know what packages you offer so that they can inquire about them, and they can't figure out how to contact you, or they can't see where to reserve a date on your website. It gets really frustrating to couples, and they just give up before they ever contact you. The last thing that I want to say about increasing your quality, your pricing, and doing it systematically is increase your prices mid level to high level. A lot of people will increase their prices, and they've done it 6 months ago, and they're like, well, I need to increase it again. But every time they do it, they only increase it like $5. So they had a package that was 150. 6 months ago, they made it 155. Now they're going to make it 165. No, look at 3 to 5 other officiants in your area, and you want those people to be the higher officiants. So look at 3 to 5 officiants in your area. What are they charging? And then take the average of those highest ones. So you want to be from those prices, that spectrum, you want to be in the mid level to high level of prices. And if you need to raise it $50, your packages, or even $100, you need to raise it. You need to be in that level, because what happens is when they're shopping for an officiant and they look at all of these and they're comparing them, and you end up being down here on the lower end, they're going to say, this person must not be great quality. They're new. They've only got 3 reviews, and even though they're great reviews, they're in the low. And I'm looking for somebody who can really deliver, and I know they're going to be on time. And it makes you appear, even if you do everything great, like you might not do everything great because you're low price. So make sure your prices are mid level to high level. Next, what is your vendor status? What is your venue status? So when I say vendors and venues, these are your best friends in the wedding officiant or even wedding business. These are your best friends, and these are people who will spread the word. They'll work alongside you at weddings because you get to know them. You meet DJs, you meet caterers, you meet photographers, you meet videographers, and these are your friends. These people will pass your name out. They'll know, like, and trust you way before a customer will know, like, and trust contact you. So you need to know, like, and trust them, and you need to be friends with these folks. The venues, on the other hand, are going to refer you to their customers, and they have customers inquiring each and every day. Are you going to be the one that they refer someone to? Well, that way to answer that question is, what is your relationship status? How many have you spoken to? Did you just speak to 2 when you first started? Did you call 10 when you first started and you hadn't let it you haven't tried to contact any in the last 10 years? Or, where are you at with that? Vendors and venues are a long-term game. What I mean by that is, when you contact a venue, you need to stay in touch with them. You need to ask them how they're doing. Call them every couple months and say, "Hey, I haven't been out there in a while. I wanted to see how your business is doing. I'm still here. If you have any customers that are looking for an officiant," keep that relationship going. And if you've only contacted 3, look up 10 more, look up 20 in your area. Keep a list of these venues and a list of these vendors, and keep relationships with them. That's part of you as a business owner's job, is to keep relationships with all of these people, because you're going to work alongside them and they are going to refer you. Make a list of at least 15. When we get done with this video, I want you to make a list of 15 vendors in your area. If you've already done this, kudos to you. Awesome job. But if not, you are missing out on more customers. Make a list of at least 15 vendors, at least 15 venues that are around you, and reach out to them this week. Reach out to them this week and introduce yourself. And then the biggest thing is, I want you to get some information over to them. And how are we going to do that? You're going to make a little card. You can print it out on paper. You can get someone to print it out. You can order them off Vistaprint. I don't care. Design it in Canva, do it yourself. That's fine. But make sure it's got your name, your number, it's got your email address, your contact information, and what you do, and tell them, I would love to get this to you. Can I email it over to you? Can I mail you one in the mail? This is even a better idea. Mail them one physically in the mail, and sign your name and say, "Thank you so much. It was great talking to you. I can't wait to meet you in person." Mail them one. They'll keep that and they'll say, "Hey, I need to give this person a try." And so they'll refer someone to you. They'll refer a couple, and you'll start getting more customers. That's an easy way. That's low hanging fruit. It's just work. Do the work. How does your Google business profile look? It used to be called Google My Business, but there's a few key things here that I'm going to go through really quick that I want you to ask yourself. The first thing is, how good are my pictures? How good are my videos on my Google profile? Do they look professional? Is it something that people would actually see and say, "Hey, I need to use that vendor. I need to call that wedding officiant"? Or is it something they'd see, they don't look very professional? Make sure your photos and your videos represent you, how you do business, how professional you are, and make sure you have a lot of them. Don't let somebody flip through and there's a picture of your house and there's a picture of you standing at a mountain with your significant other, and there's a couple pictures of couples and you have like 6 pictures. No, fill that thing up. Make sure those pictures look awesome. Fill it up. Put videos in there. Put videos of you on your phone talking to people and say, "Hey, I can't wait to serve you soon. I just wanted to introduce myself." Put things in your Google profile that are personable and that will represent you well. The next thing is, add your pricing, add your packages, add your information. It's silly to have your Google business profile and competitors who are doing that better than you. And people say, "Oh, if their Google profile is this detailed, they must be amazing." And then they come and look at yours and they say, "Oh, that's not very good." Or make it the opposite. Make your Google business profile stand out, and then they look at the competitors and be like, "Well, they didn't fill this out very good. They don't even keep up with their hours and the holidays, and I can't contact them. Their website's kind of weird. Like, make sure all of this stuff is clean, looks good, and your Google business profile is filled out and done well. Make sure you get reviews from past clients. Make it easy for clients to get reviews. Put your review link on your website. Tell people to review. If you contact a past client, tell them to review and they forget, send an email, contact them a few weeks later and say, hey, I don't mean to bug you. I would love to have a review because it was such a great experience and I really appreciate the work you allow me to do for you. Add videos, post on it regularly. Post on your Google business profile. A lot of people didn't know they could do this, but post on it like it's social media. When you do a social media post, post it on your Google business profile, and then have a website that looks better than your competitors. I'll do another video on websites because it's a huge deep dive into search engine optimization, keywords, planning your website out, the look and feel, the layout, the walkthrough, all of that. But for right now, I want you to make sure you have one that looks clean, even if it's one page. It has a video of you introducing yourself so they can know, like, and trust you by seeing you and by hearing you. They know what you sound like. And you need to have a video on your website. Make sure that thing looks professional. And when they click your Google business profile, it takes them to the website. They can see your pricing, your packages, easy to understand, and then they can contact you. Next, tag your customers so they can share your posts on social media. The biggest thing is with social media, people that are in business often tag their customers so that they can see. And more often, people don't tag anybody in their posts. So they say, it was a great day on the beach with this couple, and they don't tag them. All you have to do on any social media platform, you can tag somebody, you can add their name where it highlights their name, and they know that you've put them in that post or associated them with that post, and then they can share that with their friends. Super simple, super easy. Not a lot of people do it. You will get more customers off of social media by doing that. Lastly, I already covered this a little bit, but I want to tell you one more time, and I want to go over this in a little more detail. Make a venue card. Make a venue card. And here's what I want you to do. I want you to make your venue cards. I know I told you earlier you could print out a piece of paper, do whatever you wanted, but I want you to make venue cards for venues that charge a lot of money to a lot of couples. Some of them charge 10,000, some of them charge 15, some of them charge 3, some of them charge 20. Venues all are all different prices, but I want you, any venue that's charging thousands of dollars to couples, they are making money. They've got couples coming through. They've got couples that they can refer to you. So I want you to treat it seriously, and I want you to make a nice venue card, maybe have a bunch of them laminated or get it printed on some nice glossy paper that won't, if it gets some water on it, it won't smear. And it's a nice looking card. And I want you to print those out. You don't have to print thousands because you're only going to approach, 15 to 30 venues. So maybe get 50 printed. Have those cards, and I want you to have a time where you call the venues and then schedule a time to actually drive out to a venue, meet the person who does the scheduling, who coordinates events, make the event planner, whoever is in that venue that deals with couples and schedules events, make sure they have your card and that you contact them every month or every couple months and say, hey, I really appreciate you allowing me to meet you the other month. I hope I'll be out there soon. And you'll start developing a relationship. They will know you by name. That is the goal. That's the name of the game. You want people to know you by name. You want couples, when they're talking to another couple that's going to be married, to say, hey, Chad Muncie, man, he was a great officiant. Chad's the one you want marrying you. You want a venue to say, man, Chad is professional, or Susan is professional, or whatever your name is. Victoria is professional. They are amazing. You need to get them. Oh, yes, I've got their card right here. They brought me this awesome. Look at this postcard they brought me. I mean, this thing is nice. And here's all their contact information. Take a picture of that. Scan this QR code. It takes you right to their website. Those are some ideas, things that I've used and that my students have used and are using right now. So I want you to use that, and I want you to be inspired to just kick your business off. Jumping into 2023, I've got some crazy, awesome stuff that's coming. I'm almost done with my business course, and I can't wait for you to get a small taste of it so that your business will just boom and just skyrocket this next year. If you have questions or anything for me, please feel free to email me at chad@growmyofficiantbusiness.com. I've got so much stuff I've been working on that's going to come out and blow you away. And I hope you keep watching these videos. Follow me on social media, but most importantly, like, comment, subscribe. If this helped you, share it. And I can't wait to talk to you again real soon. Have a great day.